off we go from SoFi Stadium. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. At the beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play.
Chris Hogan. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, LA. Chris Hogan with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Leading them out, their second-year quarterback from Ohio State at 23 years of age. It's Dwayne Haskins.
Just 3 weeks of games left in the NFL regular season. What's it going to take for him to win the MVP? What's it going to take?
Whatever it is, if he wants to strengthen that candidacy, no time like the present.
Yeah, and let me tell you what I think. Not only does he have to play the clean game, no picks, things of that nature, he has to have at least one significant play.
It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the point, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The game
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter there. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Ball at the 24 and a second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a gain
Only
of
3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
7.
On third down, Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Complete to Saquon
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Open man is Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Complete to
Big
Marquise
yardage
Brown.
that time for the Jets. 56 yards. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 21 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
21-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Rams.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
31-yard line.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On 3rd down, Wilson. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain all those 40 yards here. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley down right around the 25. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Barkley again, the ball carrier.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you open up lanes for your runners.
Open man is Westbrook, complete.
D.D. Westbrook.
Remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it turned a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenneth Murray in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They'll run with Barkley. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
It's a loss of 4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the league. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, got it.
Yeah, that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now. Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle. That's caught by Hogan. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
That's good for an LA
Didn't get to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short,
1st and 10.
definitely was a great time to go.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jerome Baker, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
13.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
Chase Claypool. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have
John Brown. He's at the 40, 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
Stephen Gostkowski.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Now Haskins on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for... He's got a man. Complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Out of the shotgun, Haskins able to hit his target, Claypool. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, New York.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Chase Claypool.
New York.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
That's so
that came on abruptly here.
With the score,
Still working on my Apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. We can get to the 3rd quarter now. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Jets first down.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
He was covered by
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Haskins' pass. Intended for Marquise
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Result of the
so nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. And right side caught. Hogan. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
LA Rams. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Kenneth Murray in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead.
For the 2-point conversion.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Second and 10 now. Haskins. He's going deep for... This is caught inside the 15.
Haskins pass.
And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. What a game. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Complete to
Chase Claypool with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Again, it's Haskins. And he's brought down.
The two-point conversion
is successful. As they convert here for two.
29.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
LA Rams. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup. Second and...
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 26. Back now here on EA Sports.
Jets 29.
And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
LA Rams.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 14-yard
There's
line.
a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw again is Wilson. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
On the throwaway.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Check. 53's Mike.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Good. Makes the score Rams 31, Jets 29.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown?
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And you can see they're in 2nd place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. That's the important thing. They currently have the best record among the wild card contenders, but they want to make sure they finish this season strong.
And isn't that the case each and every year about one division that ends up being the top-loaded division? And unfortunately this year, it's theirs. But you could spin it and say, hey, they've been tested.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now throwing in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Evans on the
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
That's good for an L.A. Rams.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the gun, Wilson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray in there for sack number 22 on the year. And folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
New York set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Complete to Kelly. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Jets.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the short.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Pull that in. Check 55, Mike.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
Get out of here, man.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, LA! Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And that makes it a 9-point game. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So the Jets now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. It got his man complete.
Haskins pass.
That's good for 28 yards. Here we go with Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5.
Haskins
and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
52's the mic, boy, 52.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith.
Haskins pass. Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
on the play.